Hello and welcome to Rwanda, the new country added to GeoGuessr, a country of Central Africa that we are going to discover together today. Rwanda is a landlocked country of Central Asia located around the equator, with neighbors such as the Democratic Republic of Congo, Uganda, etc, etc. And this is a country that we were expecting on GeoGuessr on Google Maps overall for a few months now, and that we're quite happy to have on board. Now, of course, as we can see now, the country is only filled with a handpick of locations, of course, mainly surrounding Kigali, the capital, and the largest city as well of the country. So we can see that we have many different areas that are much more covered than others. We can see on the west side here, on the east side there, and very much in the northern part of the city. Now, what's interesting in Kigali, especially in Kigali in Rwanda, you will see, is that all the streets are very specifically called. In the northern part, we will find KG, number, street or avenue. So for example here, KG 480 street. On the eastern part, we are also going to find KG, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeed. KG, yes. But if we go south, you will find KK, number, street or avenue. And you can even find in the southwest KN, number, street and avenue. Now, of course, when it starts with a K, it will be Kigali. It is quite hard to know right now where we will be if it is not, okay, because of course, given the coverage that we have, it is quite limited. It is expected to expand, to really increase in the coming weeks. So I hope to give you guys an update in the future. But meanwhile, let's actually have a bit of a play along with a few tips and tricks of Rwanda, especially in Kigali. And this first game is open to everybody. Let's just play together. So you will see in Rwanda very often you have this big bulky black car. So we are mounted in the, how do we call that, the bed of the car, okay. And we can see sometimes, not here, but yes, here you can see sometimes the number of the street directly like this. But it is not very easy to see here, but we have, in my opinion, 605 and 703. Okay, so here we have the possibility to directly go into Kigali, because we know that it is KG. So KG North Kigali, 703. So we find 703, we find the other one, and we're there. But as usual, I cannot find 703, so that's okay. It's probably, yes it is. It is right in front of me. Okay, the other one must be 663. Okay, so we must be coming from this small street here. Let's see, because we are coming from 703. We're coming from 703. Yes, okay, 15 meters. That works. So you see, once you have the signs, bomba, it's just a matter of finding the right street, and bomba, that's it. It's just a normal game of GeoGuessr. 144, let me find this. As you can see here, I have 145 and 143. 144 should be on the other side, but it's not. So what's good as well is that in Rwanda, in Kigali especially, it is quite well numbered. So there is a pattern. You will see if on the right side, if in such area you have 705 and 706, there is a very high chance that you can also find 707 and 708, etc. But in this case, I cannot find my street, which does not prove any point in the end. Because, we're gonna assume that we're around here, okay? So we're gonna assume that it's in the middle here. It should be there. It's not gonna be there at all. Exactly. It was all the way up. Of course, well, as usual, on one side you have even numbers and on the other side you have odd numbers. Well, it's okay. Okay, now this is a little bit more central. There's a very high chance as well that we find some information on the signs around here. Okay, don't hesitate to have a look at this as well, especially if you're in a crowded area, because you have the chance to see the district. And in this example, I don't think there is any district here. Maybe. The district can be found, especially on the hospitals, on places like this that will have. It's important to know the district for such places. In this example, I don't think so. So we're gonna go with our good old street number. See, we have here KN. Oh wow, KN5 and KG. So we should be in that area. See, there is an airport here. So KN5. There's an airport, but the airport is there. KN5 is here. Okay, and we are crossing KG9 Avenue. We're right there, so we're coming from here. So we're gonna say that we're coming from M&M's Shoes. But we were apparently coming from the other side, as usual. It's okay. Ayo. Bon. Now, of course, the more we play, I'm sure we're going to discover that in the northern part of the city, or even the country, it is more dry or more hillish, or it really depends. Rwanda is a really hillish country. It is nicknamed the country of 1,000 hills, or something like this. It is also nicknamed the Singapore of Africa. Funny enough, because it is a country with a lot of natural resources in the end that can be tapped on and that can be leveraged. So this is something to keep in mind as well. I'm sure that Rwanda has been developing a lot in the past decades, okay, 10, 20, 30 years, especially after the war. And we are probably going to hear much more about them in the future. I do not know where I am here. Okay, I'm just going to go. I've been playing a little bit earlier. Around here is a little bit hillish and flat, like this. Perfect. Hillish and flat in the way that we are on the hills, but where we are is not too hillish. That's what I mean. And last but not least, see, we are probably here in the same area. Probably in the same area, so that's probably a pattern that we can find out here. Okay? Which would help us, for example, now if I found a road number here, I would more easily be able to find the road number if I went directly to this area of the city. It will get more complicated once the whole country is covered, but I think at least it's a good introduction. As a new country, I feel like it's a really good introduction, so I'm really pleased to be able to discover, plus to discover such a country. A beautiful country, and Rwanda really a place that too few of us know about, first of all, and also too few of us want to travel to and want to explore, and this is of course something that I would love to do in the future. Now, let's keep in mind that in front of most of the houses, you will find a street sign directly on the house, KG 370 Street. So here we can directly find, let me guess, it's probably around here. No, it's not directly here, but it should be around here. 317, we're in 317. We were coming from the end somewhere. There was an end. I don't know if my end is from here or if it's from there. I don't know. I am going to assume that I am coming from the end here. Let's see. Okay. Bon. Okay. Bon. It was not the end. But we were close. Bon. 23, 959, 969. Sorry. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. Let's do one that is a little bit more challenging. Okay. We're going to do 30 seconds, no move. And of course, a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel if it's not already done, and also to just play along. Play along. It's interesting because we have a different car. So could we be somewhere else? Could we be outside here? I know that it's a little bit covered here, so let's see. Let's see. No, not at all. Maybe they're just starting to introduce a new type of car. Directly here, so we were road 314, so maybe. But we're back with our good old car. Okay, we see the flag, of course, flag that looks a little bit like the flag of Ukraine. Okay, Ukraine, we think about you, of course, we never forget you. Canal Plus, so of course Rwanda is a French-speaking country as well. They use both English, I need to guess at some point. They use both English and French. I think mostly English for day-to-day, and French from the traditions and from the history. Okay, so that's why Canal Plus is a company that you will find a lot over there, just like you will find them in Senegal. Those are companies that are really well implemented, which is a good way to recognize the country if you are in country streaks no move, for example. Beyond the car, beyond the obvious car, of course. I do not know. It seems to be a little bit different, so I'm going to go on this side here. For some reason, see, it was a little bit different, and the reason why is that it is much more south. Why not? Okay, very dry. There is no sign, huh? There is nothing, so I cannot... Quick lube. I'm not the one saying it. Okay. Thank you, engine. I do not know, there is no sign. There is no sign, but it is very dry. It is very dry, and I feel like we could be in this area over there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Very dry. It made me feel like this northern area over there, very hillish, very dry, very red. And I was right. I was right. And here, as you can see, we have a lot of... As you can see, there is a lot of houses. There's a lot of hills and houses south over there. So there... Where is Kigali? Ah bah non, that's Uganda. Ah bah non, bah non, bah non, bah non. There's a very high chance that we are in this maze here. So we're gonna go there. Okay, 3 kilometers, not that bad. Well, 22,180 points. Let's be honest, it is very good, but it's also very easy. And this concludes our discovery for RWANDA today. So I really hope you liked discovering this country with me, exploring these new streets and this new meta, etc., etc. Do not hesitate, of course, to play with the links in the description and simply to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you very soon for another video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.